Remember my good friend Dave Weitzman? He said, if you really want to learn how to paint, never mind going using photographs, go do a little sketch. Well, here's a photograph in front of our place. Marsh's Island, Bootler's Point, and the Marsh. So here, when you're looking straight out, it's kind of boring. But you can take the same scene, do a quick little sketch, like this. Bring the islands closer. There's the marsh, and this is Bootler's Cove. In the sky, I'm going to have an opening here so that this is the Hogarth or the S curve. So if you do your sky right and your water right, your eye will go in and around through. But if you do a little sketch like this, take your colored pencils or your sketch pad with you. When you see a spot that you really like, stop and quickly do a little sketch, and then go home and do the painting. Now here we go. Right, I have my paper wet. I'm just going to even it out a little here. Right. Let's see what we can do. Here's the sky. Here comes the sky. Now remember, I wanted to have the sky so that your eye goes out. So we want to have the sky going out through here. There we go. Remember, what's up must be down if we're going to have water, and we will. Get these little wipes and watch the sky flow. We're going to tilt it this way, and then we're going to go this way, and so. Let the paper and the water do all the work. Catch these runs. See how nicely it flows. If you don't catch these this time, when they run, you tilt it back the other way, they'll make an awful looking mess. And they don't always work, you know. But if it doesn't work, don't get discouraged. I went one time, nearly a year, I went to a workshop and I was determined it wasn't going to influence me. Yeah. My paintings weren't any good for a year. Everything I tried was terrible. I don't know what happened. There, I like that sky. You like that sky? I like that swirl. Okay. Now, since we got that up there, we need, remember, we need the same down below because reflection. So we're going to put here and here. We let that flow a little. It's a little getting drier down there. I only wet my paper once this time because I'm pushed for time here. I didn't want to wait around. Now watch those runs. You see, they're running back down. Catch that. I'm not worried about this part here because that's going to be the trees are going to cover that. Okay, there we go. Now let's put in the islands. Well, first we'll put in the background. Over here, we'll put in the islands. Here's more ashes. Mosher's Island. Mosher's Island comes first. It's right here. And here's more Ashes Island over here. Make sure you don't do the windshield wiper thing. That's the land. Now we need some trees. Alright, we'll add the trees. Right? There's the trees. Here's the trees over at Marsh's Island. That was a great island. We played over there when we were kids. Richard and I built a camp. Well, we never did finish it. Log cabin. We had lots of fun out around here. This is lots of fond memories. I had my own boat when I was 11. I knew where every rock and nook and cranny were. Alright, let's put the trees up here. Look how nicely. You just dab. And we can make these higher. And we're going to straighten out that shoreline. And down here's the reflections. Here's the reflections. Just use the tip of your brush there if you need. See? Look at that. Now if you want to extend it, just use a skinny brush. Ta-da! Ta-da! Like so. Like that. And you can bring those down as well. I'll use my little smaller brush here. Look how nicely that's flowing. Yeah. See how easy it is? Just dab, 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 dab. Little dab will do you. And you won't remember that unless you're older, like I am. Brill cream. Little dab will do you. That was back in the 50s, maybe 60s. Look at that. There's the trees. Watch you don't make soldiers. They just kind of come, they just march in there. Now I'm going to put some more brown back in here. Look at that. Oh, I like this one. I did a couple others just prior to this today. I didn't like them. Oh, this is coming much better. I like that squirrely there too. Whatever it is. That's what I call it. See that? Wow. Now, that one's a little big. I'm going to take that guy out of there. The rest I'll leave. Okay, now we need to put in, gotta be careful here. Remember, here's the drawing. You need to put in Bootler's Cove, or Bootler's Point. That's in the distance, a little. And we want a little shoreline. Put that a little darker. And we'll go at it with our palette knife in a few minutes. There's a tree line. Fill her in. There. Look at that. Look at that. Reflection. More trees. They're getting a little wet there yet. Put in the shoreline. Stay away from the windshield washer. Effect. Point. See, it just keeps flowing. And that's the beauty of watercolor. That's the really having fun. You can see I don't paint all the details. Now we extend these trees down. And the beauty of the watercolor, this paper that's 300 pound, it allows you to take time to do it. If you use the 140, good luck. You won't be able to play around like this. It'll dry on you, it'll buckle on you, and you'll just say, oh, I can't do this, and you'll give up. But the 300 pound, look at it. Just okay, now let's put in the marsh. Alright. Alright. Here's the marsh. See? There's the marsh here. We'll just to-do. Now, I know it's not yellow, but we're going to cover that up. And over here. Now we'll add some brown. This is burnt sienna. One of my favorite colors. Burnt sienna Antwerp blue, and alizarin crimson. Throw in some brown matter. Now remember, we wanted the S curve, right? So we're losing a little of that right here. So I'm gonna just, I want my eye to come out here like that. So there, and I gotta watch this little guy here getting a triangle shape there that I don't like. There we go. That's coming along nicely. See how it's just growing by itself? Everything's settling down, and it's a little wet yet. Oh, I'm going to. Where's my? I'm going to take this brush here. Oh, this one will do. This one, nice and clean. I didn't put out my soccer brush. This one will do. I just want to blend this in a little. In the distance, you get foggier and less defined, so I don't want that to be too defined there. Okay, now it's drying nicely, but it's not dry enough. Nothing like that at night. It is over here on the shoreline. Don't worry about it not being even. You just want it straight. Because the shoreline, there's rocks and all that stuff. And some deadwoods. Trees. Now here, this is perfect. Oh. Look at that. Wow. You got to put it on an angle. Oh yeah, this is excellent. This is just right. There's the reflections. Look at that. See? See what I mean about being just right? You can mess around with it. It's starting to dry over here. Now we get over here because this is drying. Oh, this is perfect. See that? There's a couple of big rocks over here. That's perfect. Now that doesn't last long because it'll dry. The marsh, we want to have the top of the grass. It's kind of grassy when the real high tides, that's covered. There's a few rocks there. All this is just happening now because it'll be, in a minute or two, it'll be too late. And then we want some trees in here. Yes, this one here be just right. Down here's the reflection. And a few things up here, a few growies. Okay. Now, where's my little brush? And add some branches. Add the trees. Just fiddle around with them. Make sure you keep the tops like cone shape, and then reflections. Put those in real quick. It's reflecting down there. We don't have branches in here. Remember, opposite. And there's that deadwood there. That's got to be leaning that way. And this one down here. Whoops, that's too far. And then this one. Got to get those in now. And here. And that goes like so. It's just the opposite. A few branches. Throw some blue in there. Remember, don't be afraid to mix up the color. Down here we need the reflections. This one's better than the first two tries. I bet you wish you could see them. Took too long. Alright, extend that up. Down. There, that's a nice little piece, isn't it? Now we need, I missed something here. Do you see what it is? Don't have any reflection here too much. Gotta get some of that down here. Gotta get some of those deadwoods reflecting. That's better. Okay, this needs to blend in a little. Where's my brush? Brush. In here, this needs to blend in a little better. Tricky now, this is dangerous. Because you can wreck it real quick. That's better. Don't need much there, but we need some. Okay, there we go. Got a little knobby out of there. Okay, and we're almost done. I see one more too. After you, and by the way, I always save them for a bit, go back, walk away, and then go back and look at it. Then I see things that I don't always see right away. So, and the same with some of my demonstrations. After I finish, I said, oh, need to fix that. So I've gone back and fixed it. But there we go. Now let's get the dryer to it. Still don't like one thing here. I don't like that. I don't like that right here. Blend that in. Look what I just did. I just dropped water on there. There and there. What I'll have to do after is take my brush and just touch that up. I can fix that. A lesson learned. Don't put your wet brush over the front of the painting. I'll be able to fix that when it dries. Just touch that up. Same here. So it dries back so much, and then of course you can always go back in and add branches, right? The tree branches. Reflections. And then add the map. I'm going to just come in there. There we are. So, again, this to this to this. Give it a try. Catch you later.